Welcome to Kathryn Raaker's World. Innovation, culture, adventure, fashion and health, artists, destinations, traditions. This is Kathryn Raaker's World.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of Kathryn Raaker's World, our syndicated TV show, and Let's Just Talk, our syndicated radio show. I have the honor, and I mean honor, of having John Goodwin, president of Galaxy Press, today with us at the Frankfurt Book Fair in Frankfurt, Germany. So
That's right.
I've been there before, and my granddaughter lives really close to that, so it's pretty awesome. Has it been a great show so far?
It's been a really good show. We're here with our sister publisher, New Era Publications, located in Denmark, but we're here and we have our we've talked before about Writers of the Future. We do it with Writers of the Future and Battlefield Earth, and then all of our Stories from the Golden Age books. And it's been great. I've been doing a lot of meeting a lot of accounts, representatives, distributors, and then I also work with various publishing associations, so it gives me a chance to connect up with them. So it's really, really good. And we've got we just finished the 40th anniversary for Writers of the Future, and now we're gearing up for the next one. So by doing stuff here, it helps to make it more known in other countries. I had a meeting with like the South African Publishing Association. We can work out how to get stuff in South Africa, and then some other of my colleagues met with people from other, like Indonesia and in the Middle East, Iran, various associations there, that we could promote our stuff and make it more of make it known to other creatives around the world. So this is pretty exciting. It really follows the purpose of what we're trying to do with our contest that was originally conceived way back when in 1983 by L. Ron Hubbard when he started the contest.
Wow, you know, it's amazing how long I've known you.
I know. I go back and go, because we started originally I think we started originally with these books here. This is Stories from the Golden Age, which we were releasing because that was the 150 of those books that you were like, okay, so I don't really know L. Ron Hubbard particularly, so we got to know him and got to know, well, he wrote PG, and it totally fit the category because it's, you know, your audience is very heavily Christian based, which is awesome because one, I found they read a lot, and if they have good books to read, it works for me. So because I got good books to read that fits, you know, that requirement.
I want to know something. Have you met Elon Musk?
Yeah.
You did?
Yes.
What you think? Because I'll tell you what, with his new space stuff, I mean, think about it. Mars.
I know.
Did you see that beautiful tube come
Isn't
back?
that awesome? Wasn't that written by the chopsticks?
Right.
It was awesome. Yeah.
So
No, it was great watching that.
I wish my dad was alive, and I wish L. Ron Hubbard was alive, so they could have. They're watching it from heaven, you know.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. No, it was great. When I met Elon Musk at a movie premiere for one of the Star Wars movies several years ago. They had all of Hollywood Boulevard with a huge tent from right in front of our building up to Highland. So Emily and I went into the VIP section, and there was Elon, and so we chatted with him, and I just said, "No, did you ever read Battlefield Earth?" He said, "Yeah, it was a good book." I said, "Great. Will you give me a blurb?" No, but it was I figured at least I would ask.
You know, when I saw him on stage at the Trump thing, he was like jumping up and down, and I'm going like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to meet this guy, because I think he's like a little kid inside, in the side of creating things for the world. I mean, He to me is just unreal. And I have a friend that's an astronaut that I'm not sure she's gonna go to Mars or not, but she's from Australia, and she's really,
Mhm.
I wish she'd write something for one of the contests. I think that would be really cool, right?
That'd be totally cool. Absolutely cool.
So
Yeah, when I also met Jeff Bezos at an event in New York for the Explorers Club, and I talked to him as well. He'd also read Battlefield Earth, and he liked his his style of writing. And I gave him another book at the time, which was Conquest of Space, and I'm going to send one also to Elon. And it's written, I mean, it's pulp fiction, so you have to read it for the intention and the enthusiasm of going to space, not for the science, because it was way back before you had that science. But the thing of it was that when Hubbard stayed is like the conquest of space is going to happen for them with the privatization of going to space. Governments are going to totally botch it,
out of it.
and they have.
About our astronauts. Think about our astronauts that are stuck up there, and the person that's going to bring them back is Elon Musk.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's exactly right. So that's just something that, the greats of science fiction, even they weren't writing to predict it, it kind of like it comes up as like again from Battlefield Earth, what Hubbard said was like science fiction is the herald of possibility. And you got these scientists that wonder, like, I wonder if I can do this, I wonder if I can do that. And so you take a look at Elon Musk, he gets all those inspiration from all these books, from all these amazing authors that he read. And it now takes him to the next level of like, how can we do this? How and conceptualizing this in all these industries that Elon Musk has, they're all connected to his ultimate goal of arriving on Mars. Every one of those things is connected. It's a piece of his equation to get humanity to Mars. And that's his whole thing. And sometimes I just finished listening to his most recent biography, the audiobook on Elon. Fascinating, just fascinating. Just all of his, from his childhood, very abusive dad to where he is right now. He's just like, obviously he's very on board with.
You should invite him next year.
Yeah,
that would be.
I'd love to. I've been trying to get on. He's got more filters now than he did before.
I do know somebody pretty close to him, so I'll see what I can do.
That would be awesome. Then you could be his escort.
Yeah, I could be his escort with his wife.
There we go.
Who would be coming with me anyhow. So, but no, I mean, when you look back, I thought my dad was crazy for a long time. I really did. But you know what? He made me understand space. And did you see the moon? The moon right now is the largest that it's going to be for a long time. It's starting to get shorter and shorter, or smaller and smaller. But it was like, I mean, when you go and you look at it, and the Aurora Borealis happened this week. I mean, there's so many things that are happening. And now we have Space Force. And I heard one of the not veterans, but active duty that's in Space Force. He loves it. I mean, think about where we are today. And I know Elon, for instance, wants us to go to Mars. I mean, the only problem is, do you come back, or do you do you do a colony? I don't know. Do you?
I thought his end game was to build a colony there, so that he's working on trying to send stuff out. The first thing is going to be sending supplies there, and then when people go, they can have materials to start to build colonies. And I've heard a couple of different things. One is to build in the some of the different caves that are there, so that you automatically have some shelter to start with.
From the elements, you mean?
Yeah. But I mean, he's definitely just pushing it forward to make it happen, so that, I mean, his reason for doing it is out of a concern that the planet's going to do itself in with all that insanity that's going on right now, which I certainly hope not.
I hope not either. But you know what? My escape is the books.
Yeah.
Kate is the wonderful authors I meet through you and that are such creative minds. And
Yeah.
a lot of people come up to you in Frankfurt and say, I want to put something forward. I want to join the contest. Has that happened?
Yeah, absolutely. That actually that happens a lot. And a lot of people come up too, because the show itself isn't a consumer show. It's a trade show. But then there's trade people said, I need to enter that contest. I've been selling books for a while. I should enter because I want to get published too. So it's really good. And the people that know about the contest are very excited about it because they see all the various people that got their start because of the contest, which is a really good thing. So that was the original. That was the inception of the contest to really help the aspiring writer, and following that, the aspiring artist, to give them that leg up, to help them, like, okay, come on, you can do it, you can do it. And I'm still providing media events for people that have won. And now with this podcast that I've done too, that you've been a guest on, I've invited people that were on the very first volume, 40 plus years ago as guests. Just how's your career gone? What's your next step? What's your next book? I have some authors that say, okay, can I be in your podcast? I got a book coming out, to be able to help their launch. So it's exciting to be able to continue. I love helping people. I love meeting people. As we both share that very much in common, and then share that the love of the arts is also another thing that binds us at the hip.
We're on Rumble now too, John.
Oh, good.
We're going on and
taking
on.
over the planet.
I want to take over the planet.
We're not going to it's Kathryn Raaker's planet now.
That's the reason why it's Kathryn Raaker's world. You got that?
Yeah.
That's
okay,
why
good. Yeah.
With that little thing. But no, I got on it the other day and I kept on sending stuff forward, so that you're going to be on that one. Definitely.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
We want to get the word out because we want to inspire people to be creative.
Mm-hmm.
And to not be afraid to do it because it's free.
Yeah, it's free to enter, and everybody's got an equal chance. There's no, oh, this last person's name is King, so we got to make sure we give them a little extra shot because we'll get a lot more recognition for the contest if it's related to King. It's like, nope, that's not it at all. The judges have no idea. All they see is the number and the story or the art. And then we find out after they say number 297 who that person is. We'll have no idea on that stuff. And the other thing too, which turns out to be pretty important, is that the winners and anybody submitting to the contest maintains full rights to their work.
Right. And I think that's the important thing, is that the next one is starting now, right? Or
yeah, it started. Yeah, we started October 1st. So we're in the first quarter now of year 42. So volume 41 comes out next April 8th. Is that going to be that event in Hollywood? And then we have the contest is going out. We're in the middle of the first quarter of year 42, and it keeps on going on. That was the Mr. Hubbard created, and his endowment keeps it going in perpetuity. And as long as we keep a handle on these AI folks, because you can't submit with AI.
No, you can't.
We allow no AI books, no AI art.
No, and what I think is pretty exciting is I know Robert wants to put in one.
Oh, good, yeah.
Yeah, he's he's got Swan Montgomery's Led Zeppelin's now out, or is going to be out by Christmas. So let me ask you one thing, and that is, what is your next adventure after Frankfurt?
Well, when I get home, Emily's already up to her eyeballs working on it. Is the Hollywood Christmas Parade.
Oh, wow.
That's the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and we've got that one there has a lot of moving parts to it. So we work a lot with Associated Television, who owns the parade. They actually get all the different celebrities and stuff, but we are the green room and we have to coordinate all the food, several hundred volunteers. We work out getting proclamations from the city for the various organizations, the key people, that are in the parade. So we do all those things there. So that's quite a bit of stuff there. And then we'll have 200 people in our offices on Sunday, that Sunday after Thanksgiving, which is the 1st of December this year. And so they will have these hundreds of people there. That's where they, will wait and meet and greet. And for us, it's a good thing too, because we get to meet a lot of people, and it just helps, just to add more cheer. It's the biggest, it's the most viewed Christmas parade in the world, and it's the most viewed because of the broadcast that happens a few weeks later. It turns into a 2-hour special. It'll be syndicated in all the pretty much every city in the U.S. It also goes on the Armed Forces Network, and that's a special on that too. Still will have 15, 20 million people watching the special. And I'll be able to I'll also have a special segment in there too for author services in L. Ron Hubbard, which that's part of what our exchange on is we do all this stuff. It's, our relationship with the owner of it is a handshake. He says, we do this. I said, sure. He said, when he works with like other companies and corporations, you got these contracts, and then, okay, so Sunday the 1st, and then come midnight, everything's over with. And so can you please give me another trash can? Nope. Can you please? Nope. The contract ends at midnight. And for us, it's like, no, we want to make each year, make it better than the previous year. That's what we do at the Rise of Future Gala, and that's what we try to do with the parade as well.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Can you do an interview from there?
Yes.
So we'll plan on that, won't we?
Absolutely. Yeah, we can either do it in the green room or on the step and repeat out there we have about 200 media that show up. Excuse you, we have a 200-foot long step and repeat.
Wow. Excited.
That's part of what we put together.
One of these days I'll come.
Well,
I got to the other one. You got to give me a break. I can't do it this year. I can't do it this year because my daughter's going to be here, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's exciting. That's a lot of fun. No, but absolutely. It's just, you got a standing, you have a standing
invite to anything you do, right? So anyhow, what I was going to say is, John, it's always, always a pleasure to have you, to have Carmen, to have your beautiful wife, to have all the wonderful judges and everything, because I've gotten to know a lot of them and I'm excited about it. So it makes me want to write more with my son. And one of the things maybe, no, I don't want to say that because I'll get in trouble. Okay. But I'm excited about the next event. But after that, you start a whole new year as far as
then I'll be going in February. I head out to Colorado Springs. I'll be teaching at a writing workshop there called Superstars. And then a week after that, I go to Provo, Utah for the conference called LTUE, which stands for Life, the Universe, and Everything. And then it's on to in April, we have our Rise to Future 41 Gala and that whole workshop there for the week leading up to it. And then the month leading up to that is just crazy back-to-back things, getting ready for it, all the cover release, the cover reveal, and doing all these press releases and announcements for the winners. And then after that's over with, and all the book signings that happen, then it's San Diego Comic Con, then it's Tampa Comic Con and Dragon Con and Salt Lake City FanX and that whole thing again. Life goes on.
Life goes on, and I want to say thank you so very, very much for taking the time and waiting for me today to be on. I have to say it was such a pleasure, and I didn't mind getting up this morning and being really bright, wonderful, right?
You're very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed today. That's great.
That's on a half a cup of coffee. So what can I tell you? So anyhow, well, good luck, kid. Have safe travels. Tell Emily that we love her. And when do you get back to the States?
I actually fly back tomorrow. The show's
Okay.
over today. Today's the last day. And then if everyone wants to know, go to galaxypress.com to get the books, and then you can go to writersoffuture.com to enter the contest and learn more about it. And check out your episode on there as a guest, you and your son, and all kinds of other great people.
Thank you so very much for joining me today and being bright and wonderful for me. So thank you. And don't forget to go to KathrynRakersWorld.com or Let'sJustTalk.com because you'll be able to hear and see John on these wonderful programs, podcast and live TV, right? So thank you
Absolutely.
today on Kathryn Raker's World and Let's Just Talk. There's a guy.